Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing a review of MTV Ghosted Season 2, Episode 2, the episode of Shannon and Jayday. Alright, this is not going to be another long one either, so this is going to be straight to the point. Let's get right into it. Alright, so Shannon met a guy named Jayday in November of 2018. They had been talking, seeing each other, they having a good time, all that stuff. And they started dating around April 2019. He ghosted her in September of 2019. Now, while they was dating and talking and everything, she's a club promoter. So she's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She's a club promoter. It's a small town. Club promoter. He's a comedian. So they got that gel together and being out in the open and in a spotlight and all that stuff like that. And now, also they're connected by being single parents. He was a single father. She's just a single mother. He's a single father. Now, he got a son, she got a kid, and they just both like connected and having to hang out, giving a good time, all that stuff. Now, she drinks a lot, she a party, she club, that's her lifestyle, that's her job. Like, she does that. She drinks all that stuff, having a good time, party, meeting a lot of people. He doesn't drink. So it's like, okay, now if y'all know about a Ghosted is set up as that the content, who's the one who contact the show, reach out to Travis and Rachel, and they do talk to her, see what the timeline, and then they come up with theories based on what they said, and they do the investigation, and after that investigation, they do her confrontation, and then with the confrontation, they decide they want to make up, and they want to stay ghosted, do the confrontation. That's when the person who does the ghost, will reveal why they ghost the person. Now, so she's trying to figure out what's going on. She said she liked him. She thought it was going to get serious. She thought he was the one when he invited her to meet his son. So now she really thought that he was going to be the one. Everything. And she said after a few weeks later, if he didn't ghost her, she probably would have been in love with him. But it seemed like she wasn't really totally in love with him, because she just got so enamored in how they connected about being single parents and the spotlight and all that stuff. So they connected in a lot of the ways. Now, that's all was that. So one of the theories they came up was that, no, the lifestyle. Maybe the lifestyle was different. He's not a big drinker. She's a big drinker, like that. She drinks. He doesn't drink. So they was like, oh, different lifestyle. She's like to party a lot. He really doesn't do that much. But I'm not a big drinker either. I drink here and there, but I'm not a heavy drinker. So I don't know how I would deal with someone who's a heavy drunk. I probably can't deal with that. So you gotta understand, like, somebody can drink in moderation. So like that. Every once in a while, you want to get drunk because of your birthday, so like that celebration. That's okay, but you gotta know how to handle your limit. That's how I feel. So if I want to be with someone, I want to be with someone who know how to handle themselves. And we could both be sober enough that we could get home and know what's going on, know our surroundings, and not feel like I'm a catering or babying you. I gotta nurse you to the house and carry you, all that stuff. That's too much. You know how much energy a drunk person have, dude? They feel like the whole weight is lifted on you. You gotta carry them, and they want to help themselves. I was like, gosh, that's a lot. So I understand that, how there could be a difference, if that could be one of the possibilities, reason why he would ghost her, the different lifestyle. So, and they sitting talking and everything, they got the timeline for her, and they started the investigation. So with the investigation, they came up with, they hit him up. They said, let's hit him Jayday, see what we're going to say, left a message to him. He never responded. Now, it came across a post. Now, before that, I forgot to say. Now, when he ghosted her, because it was supposed to be September 2019, it was a date. They set up a date. She got her address and everything. He did not show up. Now, when she hit him up on phone or something like that, he blocked her. But he blocked the phone number, but he did not block her from social media. So she could still be able to see his posts, and he could still be seeing her posts, and they both still friends on social media. I said, damn, if you're going to ghost someone, you're going to completely ghost someone. Like, block their social media, block them for, delete them as a friend, all that stuff. So they won't have any trace. But the fact that you still have connection with her in some way, shape, or form after he ghosted her, not a month after he ghosted her, he was liking her photos. Now she did realize that he have appointments of his son, and that's his very much important in his life. And the pictures was different because before they was dating and stuff, they had a lot of pictures together and all stuff like that. And her page, it was only about her. She had no friends pictures, maybe a few pictures of her kid, but it was mainly only her. His page, when they was starting dating, when they was dating, they had both pictures of him, pictures of her, pictures of his kids, all that stuff. But now, when they both, he ghosted her and left her alone, it was just pictures of him and his son and all that stuff. So that was that. So she realized I was different. But a month later, he's like her post. So yeah, still connections. Like how the month after you ghost her, you still like her post. So I guess it seemed like he wanted to have a connection to see, still follow him and see what he's up to. And also you have a connection to see what she's up to, even though he ghosted her. So they had the investigation, and they hit him up. He didn't respond back to it yet. They realized, I just told that a month later after he ghosted her, he started liking her photos. Now, she made a post in May 2019, a month after they started dating, saying that, after meeting my child's father, and everyone trying to step out of faith and meeting other guys, I was meeting these lame ass people and lame ass men who no role models, who not the potential to be a good man, all that stuff. She was saying a lot. So people was like, hold up, she dated someone. So people who like to see that, if Jayday probably see that, will think it's about him because at the time she dating him. So now you saying, I'm meeting lame ass dudes who no good role model for my kid, who not a potential good man, who lack standard, who lack respect. She was going off, calling them lames, all that stuff like that. So if Jayday is one of the lames, why would he be with you, right? So Rachel, one of the hosts, she asked her husband, and she showed her husband the post. She said, "What will you do to me if I show you this post? And what will you do?" He said, "Well, I would ghost you if you said that, because I would think you would talk about me if we was dating." And I said, yeah, most people who think about it, it's like, okay, I'm starting dating you, but you putting this post. So if I'm a lame ass dude, you up in my face, you getting cocky and all that stuff, and giggling and having, but I'm a lame? Like, what is that? So that could be a reason, the post. And maybe his baby mama. He got a son, maybe he got a baby mama out there who said, what you doing, Jayday? Who the chick you talking to? Who was all that? Like, not I want to like that, but the reputation. Like, what's going on? I don't want no another bee next to my child. It could be like that. So that was that. So one of the posts that she posted about the lame ass dude or stuff, a friend named O'Royal said facts in all caps. So I said, okay, why are you saying facts in all caps like that? So, okay, he must be a really good friend. So he posted right away. Responded. So they hit up O'Royal. I'm saying his name wrong. O'Royal. And he responded back. And he got on chat and talked to Travis and Rachel. So O'Royal said he's been really good friends with Shannon. And they've been good. They met at a gay club. And the energy, they connected really well. So they've been good friends. Now, they asked, do you know any reason why? He did mention that Shannon did talk about Jayday a little bit, but it wasn't that serious. It was not enough that she wouldn't be different in love with him and go be any further. It was just like a little fun dating. And after a while, she didn't even talk about him anymore. Now, Rachel did mention to him that she said she was really serious about this guy, because Jayday, O'Royal was like, really? They were that serious that she was really in love with him and stuff like that? It was shocked to him that she was going off and saying that she was going to be deeply in love with him. Now, he mentioned that, maybe he probably ghosted Shannon because Shannon got a secret that he doesn't know yet. So I was like, when people say that, the natural reaction and the natural follow-up was like, what was the secret? Now, he don't want to say. He said, I plead the fifth, I'm taking it to my grave, I'm not saying it, I don't want to share it. Let her act tell you. But don't open that can of worms if you're not ready to answer it. So it was no reason for you to mention that she had a secret, so she could herself say it out. If you brought it up, you could have said, keep that to yourself. And if she want to bring that up, she would bring that up. Now, they updated Shannon. They asked Shannon and said, okay, we talked to your friend O'Royal, and he mentioned that probably the reason why Jayday ghosted you is because you had a secret. So they added Shannon's secret as part of the theories. On top of the baby mama and the lifestyle. And she said, secret? Oh, he would say that? Okay. So she mentioned that, oh, the reason why the secret I'm holding it is I'm pansexual. Meaning that she don't date people based on their outward appearance. Like, if it's a male, male, or female, female. If she feel your energy and what's inside of you, she will date you. Whether you white, black, male, female, she will date you. And that's how it is. She pansexual. It's all equal opportunist, basically, person. And dating and love and relationship. Give what you give. If she likes your energy, she vibe with you, she will date you. So that's what's her definition of pansexual. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, she's a club promoter, and so she don't think that nobody knows, and she never told him. But being a small town Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a lot of people probably won't know your secret, and it's very hard to keep it a secret, especially a small town like that. Especially when you're a club promoter, you're a big known person. So if one person could know that you're pansexual, then everybody else probably would know too. And in a small town, people know your business. That's how like a city area. I want everybody to know who I am, who my business, like keep it as it is. All right. So she said that could be, if that's the reason, okay, I probably won't understand, but could at least tell me and so like that. She never told him that she was pansexual because she was a fear that he would not understand or he would leave her or so like that. So okay, so she was a forthcoming about being pansexual. Okay, so she told the secret and then continued investigation. So they said the best way to get the information is trying to hear from Jayday, because listen, that's the only person who could give us the answers. So they got a hold of Jayday, and he was confused. He wouldn't know what was it about, why. I didn't know details. He said it'd be best if we video chat and everything. We could tell you all stuff. So he agreed, and they told him about Shannon and stuff like that. He was like, Like, during the time, he didn't even want to say why he was ghosting her. It's like he was afraid of how she go react. So I'm sitting here thinking, I said, okay, it could be if he got a girlfriend, he could be married, he could be bisexual. What it is, she wouldn't even care if he was bisexual because she pansexual. So it was like, all right. So what is it? What is it? What could it be? So they finally got together. He agreed to meet. He needed some time. He said, you know what? You're right. She needed answers. She needs to hear from me. It was something personal. He said it was nothing about her that he ghosted her. It was something personal to him. That's the reason why he ghosted her. So now they told Shannon, she said he agreed to meet. Now she said, now I know that it's not me. I want to know what is it that he's so afraid that he didn't want to tell me, that it could be something that he would leave me. So I want to know the answer. So they got that together. And basically, she said, I was rocking with you, I like it, or something like that. The vibing was good and everything. We tried to meet and stuff. And all of a sudden, he's just goes to me. I know it's not personal towards me, but it's something I did. And then she revealed that she was pansexual to him. He said, oh, no, I have no problem with you being pansexual and everything. As it might be my lifestyle because I drink a lot, all that stuff. And he said, no, nothing about that. So I said, what is it? He basically said that he was choosing her or his family, and he chose his family. Now, when he said about family is that he was married, but he was separated. Now, when she first married, I was like, whoa, you really just gonna not mention that he was married to this chick and got her unknowingly being a mistress? She said, I wouldn't want to slap you through the computer right now. Because how you gonna dare make me a mistress and not tell me that I want to marry him? That give me a choice. She didn't say give me the choice, but that's what, like, give me a choice if I want to continue with it or not. And then I'll deal with the consequences if I decide to deal with it. But, Dan, don't admit it and then have me going through all this. Because he said, oh, we was dating. We just was dating. We was dating. It doesn't matter if we're dating or not. Something like that should came up. Like that. Now, Rachel mentioned that when Ghosted was never a term at that time, 2010 and stuff like that, it was prevalent that it happened to her. The person she was dating, her boyfriend, was married and never ceased to tell her. But she saw this type of questions. It's like, if you got a kid, what's your dynamic or what's your relationship with the kid's mother or the kid's father? How is it? Do you communicate? What is it? What's the dynamic? So I need to know how it is, and that could give you kind of give you a clear vision, or at least somewhat a clarity of what is the situation with the person's partner who they had their child with. So, all right. So Mary said, I understand because he said the wife gave the ultimatum is out of her or me. But I was like, okay, you married separated, but you got separated. So you find out he moved on, he's dating someone, and then you got upset, then you wanted him back, and you gave him ultimatum, and all I mean, all like that. I was like, okay, all right, but y'all technically not divorced yet, so y'all still legally married, even though y'all separated. So I was like, okay, so she gave him an ultimatum. He chose to be his son. He loved his son and everything, all that stuff. So that's what he did. So it was a hard time, but they ain't even stay together. They divorced. They're not even together. He's single. So 2 months after that, he said it was like rock bottom. It didn't go anywhere. Couldn't let it go. All that stuff. She took the furniture. He's like like messed up about it. I mean, he's continuing doing his son and all that stuff, but taking care of his son and being a single father, but still. But I don't think he was a single father if he's an ultimatum that he had a wife and he never told her that. So he was a single father. He was still technically married. He just separated now, taking care of his son without the wife in the present at home. So I was like, okay. So they both need a minute. He talked. He said he realized that he messed up. I should have came forward. I should have talked about this and everything. It just not. And so the day he was starting to get an ad today, he said, oh, well, look at it, look at this, look at this. You was in the club, you doing this, all these people, so I couldn't deal with this, all that stuff. I said, well, what you trying to say? Like, she's out there? And I was like, that was a deflection. It ain't going anywhere. So they started talking to them separately, and then he realized he messed up. So they got back together, and she said she can't trust him and all that stuff, and she understands the situation that he's been through, but she at the same time she couldn't trust him because he could have told her. I mean, I don't think she would have left. Maybe she would have probably got further with him and got to like deep, serious, and try and collect feelings. And she realized she don't want to be with someone who was married but separated and everything. And that's something they could deal with it. But he omitted it. So it came to time at the end, at the confrontation, they say they're gonna make up and ghost. They both decided to make up because he said he messed up. He realized he messed up. He should have been straightforward. He should have talked about it and everything. She stuck it out with there, and he's sorry. She made up because she said she might not want to date him right away, but maybe be a friend, talk about it, see if we can get past this and everything. So it seemed like it was a happy ending as well, just like MTV Catfish. You see, like work it out. Now they did a 3-month follow up for her, and basically she couldn't let that go. They said they talked for a little bit, it didn't go too far. She couldn't get past the talking phase with him because she could not let it go that he was married. And now he's divorced, but at the same time, at the time, she couldn't let it go that he was married. He never told her. And I agree that he could have just told her. He could have just told her, and maybe she would probably stick around and see how it goes and everything. And if it was that, and not ghost her. I understand his dilemma when he was going through being an ultimatum with the wife and stuff, but don't start something with somebody if you're not going to be forthcoming and tell you that you're married and stuff. Sometimes you got to be careful with that. Because people will say they're not and they actually are. It's like, that was something. So that was MTV Ghosted, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel. Do y'all feel... Oh, 3 months. I forgot. 3 months later, she said it didn't go that far. Yeah, I just said that. All right. Do y'all feel she made the right choice in not going further or anything? Do y'all feel that they should have still worked it out? How do you feel about that? Do you wish that somebody would have told you up front? And I do feel like he should have told her up front. So that was that. Only people in the dark at that. But that was Ghosted, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how you feel. And I'll talk to you next week. Stay forward to my Love at the Lockup review because I will do the quarantine edition that came out yesterday. And I had to do the mid-season finale. Alright, talk to you later.